What's up guys, Jake here with JakesGotHerps, not to be confused with herpes. Herpes is nasty. In this video I'm doing a video on a new custom reptile rack. This reptile rack is 8 tubs tall. Actually, it's only 6 right now, but because this one takes up 2, and in here I just have a little bit of storage, all the stuff that I put my animals in when I transport them. But I figured I would go ahead and make this video because it's a pretty cool little custom rack. I got the idea from Steve Tillis of JakesGotHerps, and I'll link you guys to the video that he did of this. I don't think he still uses this design, and he doesn't really upload it a whole lot anymore, but the video is still good if you want to learn more about custom reptile enclosures and things like that, so you guys can check that out if you wish. But basically what this is, and I'll talk about the rack itself first, and then I'll talk about the animals that are in it. What it is this is a frame and sliding tubs with lids, and these are all made by Antonius, is the company. You can get it at IKEA. They discontinue it a lot because not everyone buys it, or maybe it's not in production anymore. I'm not really sure, but if you actually go to the IKEA store, you can probably find it there. I believe it's still online as well. Look for it, and if I find it, I'll link you guys in the description for it as well. It's actually fairly cheap for a reptile rack. If you buy one online, it's going to be a little pricey, but the frame and all the tubs itself all together came to about $80. Now normally it'd be more, but the frames were on sale. Instead of being like $40 each, they were like $10 each or something like that, so they were pretty cheap. And this is actually 2 stacks together. They actually made a little implement so these can stick together, and then you can attach these and they basically stay on. So this is actually 2 stacks together. And you do have to make some modifications to it though. I mean, other than having, it's really nice having the tubs and the lids and stuff, basically all set up with the frame. You don't have to do any measuring or cutting or anything, but you do have to insulate it somehow and attach heat. So what we have here is we have some plywood on top surrounding it, and on the inside walls we have a little bit of styrofoam to help insulate it a little bit, to help keep in the warmth, which is good because the way I heat this is actually flex watt back heat. I'll pull this tub out so you can see it. In the back there we have 11-inch flex watt running all the way up and down the cage, and it heats it from the back. Now the only disadvantage to this is it doesn't heat the entire rack very evenly, and what I mean by this is that sorry, I'm struggling to get this in here. There we go. But like the tubs on the top will be heated quite a bit more than the ones on the bottom, whereas the top will be around 95 degrees with the flex watt running at full blast, and the bottom might only be like 85 degrees. But this is actually good for me because I don't keep all of the same species. I keep a lot of different things, and it works well for my purposes. So that's basically the gist of it. Altogether, it's probably not the most expensive rack. It's really not too bad, I think. And yeah, so it's a pretty cool rack. I think it looks really sharp. Every time I wake up in the morning, I look down at it and I think, that is a sexy rack right there. That is a nice rack, if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, so right now I have 4 animals in here. I have SpongeBob is in here right now. A little bit of the styrofoam came off. And this top tub, for whatever reason, doesn't like to come out very well. I don't know why. And I do have lids on these because obviously without them they would be able to climb out. But with the lids, actually, what happens is the lids, when it's all pushed in, because there's a lip in the tub, they can't actually be like pushed up enough for the animals to get out when the tub's pushing all the way, so that's pretty cool. And in here is SpongeBob. He's a little skinny, so I decided to bring him to college with me because I'm kind of the leopard gecko guru, and I figured I could give him more attention, and he could be good. And his setup's pretty simple right now. He's just got his hide and just newspaper substrate, water bowl, and mealworms, and he took a dump in the corner there. The only benefit or disadvantage of having these tubs with the lids, or any rack system really with tubs, is that when they poop or pee, it really seals in the flavor. It's quite a strong foul odor, you know what I mean. But in the tub below him I have one of my anacondas, and again, really simple setup for right now. I just have this water bowl, a hide, and newspaper substrates, and I think this one peed as well, so that's great. As soon as I put these guys in, they all see if I can't see this guy, and I'll just move the log, that's fine. There's one of my anacondas right there, just chilling. Yeah, as soon as I set up all these tubs and put the animals in, they all immediately just took a gigantic dump, so that was really nice. I cleaned them twice, basically in the same day, which was great. And below this anaconda is obviously my other anaconda. Now I have them separated as well in here because anacondas in the wild do eat other reptiles, which is not good if you want to keep them together. So I don't recommend keeping them together for too long. So now they have their own little rack systems. There's the other one right there. doing pretty well. These guys ate a ton last time. I don't remember which anaconda it is because I can't really tell the difference that well, but one of them, since I've had it, hasn't eaten until last week when it ate 4 mouse pinkies, or mouse fuzzies, I believe. So that was really cool. And at the bottom here we have Ralph. He has actually this substrate. I'm not gonna take the lid off because he'll escape because he's a pretty quick little guy. But he has aspen substrate. And when I go to the pet store, I'll probably get some better substrate, or I'll just use some newspaper or something for these guys. But yeah, so there is my custom rack. Sorry if this isn't the greatest filming or whatever. I'm trying to do all this with one hand basically, and a lot of people think that's a joke, as in I only have one hand, but obviously the other one's holding the camera. Who would have thought? But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this custom reptile rack video. I'll try and leave as much information in the description as I can for those of you guys who are interested in purchasing and building this rack yourself. I'll do that for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.